Here I am in the park, just got done with my morning walk. There are so many people who have come here to jog. Some are running, some are walking. There are children on swings and on the merry-go-round too. Now, what's common among all of these people? They are all moving around and they are in motion. Motion is a change in the position of a person or an object as time passes. But when a body is steady and not changing its position, then it is stationary. Let's look at the merry-go-round again. It has children sitting on it, but the ride moves around. Are they in motion? Yes, they are moving because they are changing their position and I am stationary. But am I? Really? I am standing on the ground, but the earth itself is moving around the sun. So everything on it is in motion all the time. We don't realize that we are moving because we are all stationary with respect to the earth. But if we look at the earth from outer space, we will observe that everything is continuously in motion. So things or people appear to be in motion depending on where they are being observed from. In other words, motion is relative. For example, when I looked at the merry-go-round, the people on it seemed to be moving. But to them, it would appear that the world around them is moving. Let's look around our surroundings and see what else we can find. The joggers are moving on a straight track. Anything which is moving in a straight line is said to be in rectilinear motion. The people practicing march past over there are also in rectilinear motion. Here we are back at the merry-go-round. All the children are moving in a circular path. As they rotate, their distance from the center of the merry-go-round remains the same. This type of motion is called a circular motion. The motion of the tip of the second hand or the minute hand of the clock, they too are circular motions. Whoa, look at these kids playing with tops. What is the kind of motion seen in tops? Is spinning also a kind of circular motion? Let's look at it closely. The top rotates about a fixed imaginary axis which is passing through its tip. This type of motion is known as rotational motion. You know, the earth also has rotational motion. It rotates about an imaginary axis passing through its center. You know, as a kid, I always loved going on the swing. You can sit on it and move back and forth. So much fun. But now I wonder what kind of motion the swing undergoes. Actually, the swing goes back and forth repeatedly. This type of motion is known as periodic motion. We can see the same periodic motion in a pendulum also. If we take a string and tie a stone at one of its ends and let it hang, and pull the stone and let it go, we will see that the stone moves in a back and forth motion which repeats itself. And that is a periodic motion. We saw so many types of motion in a single park. Hey, looks like the swing is empty and I will quickly go and sit on it for a bit. Why don't you go ahead and try different types of motion? And remember, we stay curious.